Like,
wow.
just why? Like,
What a moment.
we can't do that. Like, you
We-
know that the video is gonna get taken down for that. Like, you just
No,
know that that's gonna.
All I did was hum, Chris.
Yeah, but everybody knows what you were singing. Kyle knew. He joined in.
It's true.
So catchy. It's
Listen,
so
they
calming.
did not come at us with a copyright for my voice box and Joe's voice box harmonizing on the Willy Wonka song.
Well,
If
now that you told
anything,
them what
I'm
it was,
suing them
now-
for trying to profit off of
Correct.
my voice.
You can't claim my voice as
That's-
your property.
That's not how that works, guys. We need to have a copyright law conversation.
Go ahead, put the seminar together. I'll pay attention.
No, you won't. No, it's not true.
So
That's not
let
true
me,
at all.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Oh, sure.
Anytime you send a tweet or you read a tweet and the person automatically toggles off replies, they know they sent a bad tweet, right?
Oh,
Toggles off reply.
no.
So you can't
no.
reply to the tweet.
There are some.
Oh, you turn.
There are
Oh, yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
There are sometimes when you just don't want that. There's tweets where you're just like, you know what? I don't want the toxicity on this one. We're gonna turn it off.
Okay.
So then don't tweet it.
What about this one? In 2020, NFL teams with a 100-yard rusher posted a 64-23 record for a 73.6 win percentage. That rated higher than clubs with a 100-yard receiver, 55.4%, or 300-yard passer, 54.2%. Here come the analytics in 3, 2, 1, ...
I don't really. Yeah, I mean,
There's
that's
a
not a
different-
tweet that.
Chris,
Just
why,
embrace the
why
bait,
d-
you know?
Why was there a 100-yard rusher?
You're asking
Because
me.
the
I thought that
team-
was rhetorically. Yeah.
No, I'm not. It's because the team was winning on the scoreboard and wanted to run out the clock.
Yeah, I think as somebody
Correlation
who
versus causation.
right, as somebody who's very deep into the analytic community in sports, I think
I know
analytics
you're an
attempt to
analytics guy.
huge analytics guy. They, at least the way I choose to use them, I like to add context to what I'm watching. Like
Which is
box score
fine.
doesn't tell everything. Like in baseball in particular, like a box score doesn't tell me everything that happened. So they're supposed to provide context. So that guy or that person putting that tweet out there, because I don't know who it was, tweeting that out, like, okay, I want to know the context of all those 100-yard rushing games. Like that stuff matters. So, hello everybody. Sorry that we sidebarred there. And
Hi,
didn't say-
everybody.
Didn't say hello.
Chris, that's from The Simpsons. Are they going to come at us with a copyright issue?
Yeah.
Because
They
I
might.
took a quote.
They might. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh
I'm
my
not
God, that is
sure.
funny.
She'll be.
Are we?
Yeah.
Should we do the
Start
thing?
the stream. We got to be up by 7 o'clock as Boise plays.
That's true. And I have to grab a soda. So intro playing, and then you're on your own.
Soda.
What's better than this? Guys being dudes here on the Draft Dudes live stream presented by Mighty Swell. Chris, Kyle. Kyle, what's up?
Chris had to go get a soda, he said. Let me go.
Didn't.
Dr.
At least-
Pepper?
At least he grabbed a soda. If
No.
it's a Dr. Pepper, I'm going to be pissed because I'm mad that these Fansville commercials are back.
Why?
Why?
They're amazing.
No, they are not. That
Give
is
me
the
a whole-
worst take
give-
you've ever had.
Give me a whole Hulu miniseries in Fansville.
No, give me
Yeah.
Gary Culpepper. Ice cold Dr. Pepper here.
That guy, I'm over that guy.
I
Yeah, I'm
would
sick of
rather
him.
have that. I'm over him too, but I would rather have that than the Fansville stuff. It's awful. It's not funny. It's cringe. It's corny. I'm over it.
The people have spoken.
No, Sam spoke, not the people.
Sam,
Assistant General Manager Sam.
Some might say Sam is the voice of the people. Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
So what's going on, guys?
we got college football tonight. That's why we're doing the stream a little early. The guys,
Yes, we
have
snuck it
some
up.
College, the guys have some college football tonight to watch, do some scouting, and so we're doing the stream a little bit earlier today than normal. But yeah, welcome in. If you got takes
Chris won't
for
put
us, you
that
got
one
college.
up.
What? I'm sorry.
You won't put that
I don't.
that comment by Nick up.
This one that we are with
No.
Sam.
That was
No,
so
Nick,
predictable.
not tell, you nut. Nick,
Joe knew what I was going to do. It's
So
easy.
predictable.
coward.
But yeah, so college football related questions, just a nice little, consider it a free for all here on a Thursday, because no free for all tomorrow. Battle of the boards of defense tomorrow,
It's true. We just finished it up too. We had a good time.
which has been recorded. Yes,
Yeah, dude, Chris always hates breaking the fourth wall and admitting that we're recording ahead of time. But you know
you
what?
guys did it on the show. You literally
did.
did it on the show. I can't edit that part out to where you literally said it.
Everybody needs to come hang out with us tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern time, right?
Well, Joe, that would be Saturday, because tomorrow is Friday.
We're not
I know
recording ahead of time on the live
we're
stream.
not yeah, so I know.
It's hard for me to keep it all together, guys. You know
what, Joe?
Living in the future sometimes.
Tell the people.
Sometimes I'm living in the past. I got to pretend like I haven't seen games. It's not always easy to keep the mental inventory going.
So since Joe kind of let the cat out of the bag, I was going to do this at the end of the show, but we'll do it here. And I teased it on Monday when I said, if you enjoy the three of us talking college football, that there might be more of that in the future. And if you saw on the official Draft Network Twitter account this week, we announced that there's a new show starting on Saturday called The Money Down. It is a college football betting show. It is hosted by the three of us. So a college football betting show coming to you every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. We're making picks.
Is this a copyright violation that Johnny Manziel's going to come after me for?
Maybe we'll have to see. But yeah, the three of us, college football. We're going to go through all sorts of different top 25 matchups. We're going to make our own picks. We're going to keep track of them. We're going to keep track of our records throughout the season. So if you like college football, obviously, and if you like betting, Saturdays, 11 a.m. Eastern, and maybe, just maybe, next week there's going to be a show on Saturday with the three of us, and then there's going to be a Sunday version for the NFL. I don't know. Just, maybe.
Scientists don't even know, to be honest.
Well, you'll have to wait.
They really don't.
So you can tell that Sam in the chat here, you can tell the Bills and Steelers are playing week one, because we went from being really tight.
Yeah.
Now he's been going after me lately. You know what I mean? I saw his tweet. I saw the tweet there yesterday about
guys,
Captain Planet. I see this now.
Boise State UCF delayed by 30 minutes because of lightning. So
let's go. We're going to run it till 7:30 now.
App State and ECU also starts at 7.
Excuse me. All right. So yeah, it was Nick asked, what are the chances Purdue wins
this supposed to be
8 games this year? Yeah. I'm looking at the schedule. I know the team pretty well, but I want to make sure I see the schedule and kind of wrap my head around who they're playing where. So the good news is they play UConn. So that's a dub right away, probably by 50 points. They'll finish the year with a positive point differential no matter what happens the rest of the way, because they're playing UConn. Notre Dame in South Bend, not a fan. I think they got a strong chance against Illinois. Oh, Chris, bless you, man. Our friends at playoffpredictors.com, they make an appearance. Who would have thought?
So I was busy frantically trying to get this ready for you. I don't know which games you gave victories to.
Give me 2-0 to start the year. 2-1.
Okay.
They're going to lose to Notre Dame.
Okay.
They'll beat Illinois at home. They'll lose to Minnesota.
That Illinois team looked pretty good the other day.
Yeah, they also played Nebraska. I hope Paige
Fair
isn't
enough.
watching.
Yeah, sorry.
They'll lose to Minnesota.
They're not rowing the boat.
No, they're not rowing the boat. They're not going to beat Iowa either, or Wisconsin.
Okay, so we'll do this and this.
They'll win their next 2. They're going to win those next 2.
Okay, so you already have them at 5. They'd have to win out to get to 8, and I don't think.
Give me
it's
6.
happening.
I think they got 6. They're not getting 8. No, and even with a bowl game, I don't think they're getting 8. Somebody ask us about another team. I want to do this.
We can do this, yeah.
I love this site.
So, Jalen, you asked a question earlier that you said you wanted me to grab. I don't see it. So if you can put it back in there, I will put it up for you.
It was about Matt Barkley. He said
it
no
was
player
about
has
Matt
ever
Barkley.
been hurt more by going back to school for another year than Matt Barkley.
I don't know. I mean, Matt Barkley's so limited physically. I think
but you know what? When he hurt his throwing arm, I think that really sapped any chance he had.
Chris, can you pull up the Clemson schedule?
I will pull up the Clemson schedule. We also have to pull up another schedule because Jamie asked for it.
Well, I have an answer for Jalen's question.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead, please.
What do we think of Bryce Love as an option?
Oh, yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. I mean, he was coming off a 2,000-yard season. He was all that in a bag of chips. He went back. He got banged up. Ended up getting
Wait a
drafted
minute.
in the 4th round.
Joe, I know what you're doing here. Don't do this.
Look at this schedule. Yeah, they start off with Georgia on Saturday,
He asked me a really great question.
which
when
is
we
not
were
tomorrow.
Studying for the money down. And he said, what is the second hardest game on the schedule? Chris, I would like your answer. What is the second hardest game on this schedule? He's going to pick my game. I can tell you, he's going to pick my game.
I don't really think I have a good answer for this.
There is no good answer, but you got to pick one. What's the second hardest schedule in the game, or the hardest game on the schedule?
Is it on the road at South Carolina at the end of the season?
I have it.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
I think it's either Boston College or NC State, but I mean, what a cake schedule. An absolute cake schedule.
It feels like it has to be a road game. They're just so good at home.
South Carolina.
I don't love the answer.
The
and
people
Nick,
are saying BC. Wanted to point that out.
And Nick, I considered Florida State as an option, but again, it's a home game.
I think BC is a harder game in Clemson than Florida State is.
Will they play a ranked team beyond week 1 this year?
I'm
that
sure
will be
they'll
ranked at the time of the game.
What does Pitt's schedule look like for the first 7 weeks?
You think there's a chance?
There's a chance.
Wins will be had. They're not losing any of those first 5.
Right. If they beat Virginia Tech on the road, they come in,
they'll go into this game ranked.
They'll be ranked going into that.
That feels right.
Yeah,
and then
they're going to lose
their next 2. They'll lose 3 out of 4.
Well, they might lose this game too. Yeah.
Oh, they're losing to Carolina
Thursday night at Pitt.
Yes,
probably. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Jamie asked for. I think he was trolling me with this.
ASU.
We'll do it. Yeah. We play tonight, by the way. Southern Utah.
Let's go. Give him a dub.
You still going, Chris?
I am not. I have there's some work to be done and podcasts to produce tonight, so I will not be attending. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
This isn't our fault, is it?
No.
Braxton Jones, I needed you to get eyes on this man.
Well, I'll have somebody in the building. I'll ask them to scout him for you.
Thank you.
That's
so
a win.
Are we predicting Arizona State's schedule?
Yeah, they're going to beat UNLV. They're going to lose to BYU.
Disrespectful. Just extremely disrespectful.
They'll beat Colorado. UCLA is so hard to project.
They're a better football team than UCLA.
Yeah. But they're also in UCLA.
They are, but I mean, Jaden Daniels is a better quarterback than
the
DTR.
comments just love BC. The comments are going off about Boston College still.
Being ranked at some point. Herb Street does like UCLA this year, Braden, yes. And after what they did to Hawaii, I can understand why, but they're going to come down to earth this week when they play LSU.
Hey, Chris.
Stay tuned for more analysis on that on Saturday. Yes, sir.
I was going to say, leave the lines alone and such. It's a close game to a pick 'em. You don't want to give too much away.
Who's picking these games?
I would love some contributions from Joe Marino. He hasn't said shit on this.
Oh, yeah. I know so much about I go UCLA.
Give me home against Stanford on a Friday. No, Arizona State at home on a Friday night. It's going to get totally weird.
They get an L against Utah.
They'll get an L against Utah.
They could beat Arizona State, and they'll lose to USC, and they'll lose to Washington and beat Oregon State.
Yes.
Feels very
6-6.
No, I had them beating Arizona State. Give them the win in week 12 there.
7-5. That's a disappointment.
Feels right.
They're going to go to the Cheez-It Bowl.
It's not what it's called anymore.
They changed it? That's a shame.
I don't believe it's the Cheez-It Bowl anymore. Cheez-It Bowl. Oh, maybe it is still a thing.
Oh,
I
well.
thought it was.
Well, actually.
But yeah,
Play-
this is in
play in
Orlando,
Orlando.
Florida. Look at that.
Yeah, man.
But it's actually
Wow, I
supposed to be between the ACC and the Big 12. So,
So this would be very difficult for.
yeah, that's not going to
Well,
happen.
no, the new alliance, maybe they'll be allowed to. participate.
Somehow I doubt it. Nick, I will answer who wins between Indiana and Iowa on Saturday.
It's-
On Saturday for the money.
This
again.
question here, Trevor, which is going to be a better battle tonight: the Minnesota D-line versus Ohio State O-line, or the Ohio State D-line versus the Minnesota O-line?
Give me the Ohio State D-line versus the Minnesota O-line.
I
I want to see Falele versus these two pass rushers for Ohio State. And then you got Haskell Garrett in the middle. There's going to be some entertainment to be had.
Joe, did you go get Cheez-Its or something?
I had a Cheez-Its prop, Chris, that I was trying to find, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, what a surprise.
Joe
Joe
can't
couldn't
find
find
his
a prop.
props.
I'm shocked. Absolutely stunned. I mean, it's on you.
Braden, yes. I'll go on a limb and say Jeremy Rucker catches 3 footballs tonight.
3?
Yes.
3.
Let's go. I'm here for it.
Which player are you most excited to watch tonight, regardless of the draft class? So you've got Utah, you've got Minnesota, Ohio State, you've got ASU. Who else is playing tonight?
Coastal Carolina's playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get a couple of guys, but not that I would put in that lofty of air.
I want to see Zach Harrison tonight. That's my player. Ohio State defensive end. Hasn't played a ton, right? That's kind of like the issue. Super toolsy, 5-star recruit. Mm-hmm. When he's been on the field, he's been productive. In a lot of ways, he reminds me of Adam Anderson from Georgia in terms of toolsy guy, productive when they're on the field. Just hasn't claimed a lot of playing time, and expectations are really high for Zach Harrison this year. So I'm anxious to see him tonight. Should see him face Daniel Falele from Minnesota, who another player I want to see, and that's something I'll be paying attention to.
I think Falele is the name that comes to mind for me because with his tools and traits, when you watched him in 2019, it was really apparent there was a lot to work with here. But he didn't play in 2020, and he's since trimmed some weight. I think I saw most recently he was down to 370, so he's lost 30 pounds to get down to 370. But he moved really well at 400, let alone at 370. So interested to see what he did with his time off for a year, how much better he did or did not get. Pretty fascinated to see how he performs against Ohio State.
Yeah, good point there by Braden. NC State plays tonight. There's Sophie.
So
again.
Sophie.
You interrupted the Friday show too. Come here. Come up here.
Sophie.
Come here.
Just like,
Can you see her? Yeah, you can see her.
Oh, that's a good dog right there.
Sophie, doggo. What do you always call her? The Ruby dog?
The Ruby dog, yeah.
Yes. Did you poop in my house? I don't know why else you would be in here right now. We'll find out when we're done in about 10 minutes. If I miss the start of the game, because you did something you weren't supposed to, there's going to be hell to pay.
This one from Sam.
I've heard a lot of good things.
Same, yeah.
But I don't have any context on. He's got big shoes to fill.
Well, and he's also got nice weapons, right? With Olave and Garrett Wilson, Jeremy Rucker, and experience on the O-line. Ohio State always has running backs. Like, he's been groomed. I know that he was like Ryan Day's choice, like one of the first guys that he has recruited and brought in and developed. And so expectations are high, and I expect him to play well from the outset.
The other name to watch, he's probably going to get more look this year, is Jackson Smith Nishba, number 11, wide receiver, so true sophomore. He was the true freshman last year that caught that just mind-bending touchdown in the back of the end zone that I sent you the clip of.
Yep.
I texted you when I saw that one. Like, this dude's a true freshman. Excited to see what he does. He's obviously not eligible. Fascinated to see what the offensive line looks like. Joe, we talked on our scouting staff meeting about the traditions on the Ohio State offensive line. They've done it again. They moved Harry Miller from guard to play center this year and replace Josh Myers.
He's out tonight.
He's out tonight.
Yep.
And then they played musical chairs and took Thayer Munford from left tackle to left guard, and then took Petit Friere from right tackle and moved him to left tackle.
And Munford's wearing like 0 or something, or a patch 0, something along those lines. I was reading. No.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah.
We'll get our feet wet. We'll see how I'm also interested in this game against Ohio State. If Master Teague looks a little bit more explosive. I know he got knocked around by Draftniks a little bit last year because he was pretty rigid, but he was coming off an Achilles tear from the spring and still managed to play and didn't miss a game. So we'll see if he's a little bit more springy. I know he's had some really dynamic athletic testing numbers, but didn't show it last year on the field. We'll see what he looks like this year.
Well, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah, what's up?
What's the setup going to be like? What games are we going to have on the screens at all times?
So here's the thing about my house. Right here where I'm at is like my workstation, my bar. And I've got a monitor here, and I've got a monitor here. So I'm going to put games up on each of one of these, and I got a tablet with a prop. I'm going to stick it right here. I'm going to sit my butt in that chair back there and watch 3 at once.
3 at once. Okay.
3 at once.
Yeah, I'm just going with a two TV setup tonight.
Wow,
and I can't extend myself further than that. I you know what I mean? Like I will not understand what's going on. So
what happens if you have the screen on and there's 2 commercial breaks at the same time?
Yeah, do you rotate? Do you go to another? Yeah, is there another game you go to?
Do you hit last channel and pull a new one up, or do you just sit there and watch the commercials?
No, one of them will be on my laptop, so it's so easy to switch channels. So yeah. But
Wow,
my
that's good.
Ohio State Minnesota is the main event tonight. And then
Yes,
I'm
it is.
interested in watching a little South Florida NC State.
Boise State UCF for me, which has been delayed a little bit to start. I will obviously be watching the Sun Devils later tonight. That's 7:30. That'll be by the time for at least
you
my
got the
time.
Pac-12 network, Chris?
I don't. But I'll find a way to watch the game.
You know, if you find out a way to watch that, you let me know, Chris.
I will absolutely let you know. And I'm interested in watching Coastal Carolina. I want to see some McCall under center. So
they've got like 4 players.
That's not the player you want to watch.
Likely the tight end.
How about you let me come to that conclusion myself, Kyle?
Okay, that's fine. I tried to talk you into Justin Fields over Zach Wilson, and you didn't listen to me then, so I don't know why you would listen to me for anything else.
Sam's just trying to hurt me. Unreal.
I'm a little worried about what next week is going to bring.
Next week's going to be bad because
and then you and I have a date the following week, Kyle.
Yeah. I feel like that money has to go in the jar because I think it was pretty clear what you said there.
Well, did I say it out loud? Is
we
it copyrighted? Is that a phrase that's copyrighted? If it's copyrighted, I'll put the money in the swear jar.
We'll let the chat decide. This question here: would you bet Olave or the field to be your wide receiver 1 when the season ends?
This is really testing my theory to take the field. I got to be honest. Or Joe's theory to take the field. I can't even take responsibility for it. Joe, you have to answer first because you were the original field guy.
Field.
I hate you.
Because I like Mechie a lot.
You have him 7th. Never mind.
I would probably
at all the board shows.
Well, here's the difference. Are we asking predictive wide receiver 1 or our wide receiver 1? Because unless Olave completely bombs this year, I have a really hard time seeing anybody pass him for me personally in my eyes. But predictively, if you asked me where Chris Olave was going to get drafted, I would probably say in the 20s. And there is an opportunity for somebody to take that. Who asked the question?
Charles, so it's yours.
Oh, so I'm confirming that this is the same person clarifying that asked the question.
Correct.
I wanted to give him the
Confirmation.
opportunity. And yes, Charles, since you asked a great question and you did clarify, this is Basil Hayden's. I'm glad you asked. And yes, I will stay with Chris Olave as my wide receiver one by the end of the season. Can't wait to completely change my mind in 3 months.
I'm just like Mechie, I think, has a lot of Olave to him, and he'll have more opportunity this year. So if Mechie answers that call, like I can see myself pivoting. I really like both.
Braden, I got to be honest with you. There are many things I would hate or I would love to see happen in life. And Chris Olave going to the Chiefs to play with Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill and everybody else is not one of them.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was an NFC fan. I'm an AFC fan. I can't have that in my life.
No.
Nobody wants
Not with the offensive line overhaul you just had. You can go kick rocks, buddy. What do you think of that?
Yeah, right.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. You kicking rocks. I love you. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
you get a little dramatic.
It's from Tell.
That's how you know you have a good take.
Lloyd from Utah could be LB1 after the season.
I would not dismiss it.
No.
He's a fun player. He's really athletic. We talk about Joe's fetish for linebackers that can run tomorrow. So would you discount this as a possibility?
Absolutely not. Because the NFL is going to like his size, you know?
Yes. Yes.
When did you guys have the same moment of realization that I did that there's not NFL games this Sunday? Like after the preseason games were over, I was like, oh yeah, the NFL week 1 is like this week. And then I looked at the schedule and I learned that it wasn't like it. I was so out of sequence with that.
Yeah, well, it's college football gets the stage all to itself this weekend,
which I love. That's my favorite thing.
I want to know how much you go on cruise control when you do the ad read for our friends at Bet Online, because they literally say the season opener, September 9th contest between the Bucks and Cowboys.
Wow. That's a great call.
For 3 weeks.
That's amazing.
Kyle, you know that I hardly know what day of the week it is, let alone what the date is, like the number date.
You just thought tomorrow was Saturday.
Okay, what's today's date, Joe?
Well, I'm looking at my iMac, and it's informing that it's the September 2nd.
That's good. I'm just glad that you're able to read the computer.
If it's in front of your face, that's even worse that you got it wrong.
No, he got it right. It's September 2nd.
Focus on things like the date,
earlier in the show.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it doesn't say the day of the week. It just says September 2nd. Doesn't say Thursday.
Let's acknowledge Tell here.
Please, I love this take.
Tell runs like that every week. Yes, you're absolutely right. Because you always knew he had the physical talent, right? It was now just putting it all together and potentially getting away from Jim Harbaugh and the Michigan offense.
I'm going to tell you, if he looks good this weekend,
oh, we're going to be in.
We're going to be having a conversation.
LSU, we're going to be in.
Yeah, we're going to be having a conversation here very shortly.
Sam,
I'm not doing this.
Joe's got to take it to end the show.
Put it up there.
Okay, there you go, Joe.
It's supposed to make me mad or something. Like
where would you put him?
I hate that we do this. It's like, okay, Jair's really good. Jalen Ramsey's really good. Marlon Humphrey's really good. Marshawn Lattimore's really good. Xavier Howard's really good. Tre'Davious White's really, really good.
Why'd you wait that long to say Xavier Howard, bro?
Just gripping through what came to my mind, man. You know,
all right, so how many? This goes back to our tier maker Thursdays that we used to do. How many how many players are you allowed to put in the elite tier until the elite tier is too crowded?
I'll tell you this: what's different about Tre'Davious White than every other cornerback in the NFL is that he takes away the football, but he also does it in clutch moments. He leads the NFL in second half takeaways since 2017 with 17 of them. I mean, he's super clutch.
So almost all of his takeaways are in the second half.
He comes through. I mean, you've seen him make game-changing plays. I'm not going to sit here and talk about them because some of them are against your teams, but they're really big.
I've never seen the Dolphins play the Bills once in my life.
Right. So
the week 2 will be the first matchup between the two in the history of the two teams. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to a friendly rivalry.
I just not going to say. I'm not going to talk about it. That's what I'm going to do. It's not healthy. We'll
Could
do
be
our
worse.
crossover discussion.
You could talk about a Josh Norman pick six if you want to talk about something that's going to piss me
Listen,
off.
No, that pissed me off too.
Good.
Because I'm not a big
I'm
Josh
glad.
Norman guy.
We're in the same boat here.
Yeah.
The only thing that would have made it better is if Josh Norman came back and was CB2 for the Bills this year.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
He's still available. Somebody could sign him if you would like
maybe.
to have Josh Norman.
Maybe you'll end up on the Bills practice squad. You never know.
Maybe.
So my dog's sitting here looking at me like she's got to go outside and take a poop. So we're going to go ahead and wrap things up here before she poops in the house. She came in here 3 times now, so she's trying to tell me something. So I'm sure you guys had a great time. We had a great time as well. We want to thank you for tuning in. All of our live streams brought to you by our friends at Mighty Swell. We hope you have a Mighty Swell week 1 weekend of college football. We have the money down 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. Plan accordingly. We're going to have a good-ass time. I'll tell you that right now. Kyle Krabs, Joe Marino, Chris Schubert. Cheers. Enjoy your night.